My beloved children, I am the voice of love, the eternal light that dwells within you, the gentle presence that holds you close through every storm. Today, I speak to your hearts with a message that is both a gift and a challenge. Forgiveness is strength. These words are not a fleeting sentiment, but a divine truth, a sacred path to freedom, healing, and peace. Forgiveness is not weakness, as the world might whisper. It is the courage to release the chains of anger, the power to heal your heart, and the grace to open the door to a life filled with my love. My beloved children, I am the voice of love, the eternal light that burns within your soul, the tender presence that holds you close through every joy and sorrow. I am your creator, the one who shaped the stars, breathed life into the earth, and wove you together with infinite care, each of you a masterpiece of my heart. Today, I come to you with a message that is both a gentle embrace and a powerful call. Forgiveness is strength. These words are not a fleeting thought, but a divine truth. A sacred path that leads to freedom, healing, and the peace that I long for you to know. Forgiveness is not weakness, as the world may claim. It is the courage to release the chains of anger, the power to mend your heart, and the grace to step into the fullness of my love. Let us begin by understanding the heart of forgiveness, for it is a gift often misunderstood. Forgiveness is not about denying the pain you have felt or sweeping a wrong under the rug as if it never happened. It is not about excusing harm, diminishing your worth, or pretending that justice is unimportant. No, my children, forgiveness is a sacred choice, a brave, deliberate act of releasing the bitterness that binds you, of letting go of the anger that weighs heavy on your soul, of choosing to reclaim the peace that is your divine inheritance. When you forgive, you are not surrendering to the one who hurt you. You are setting yourself free, giving yourself the gift of a heart unburdened, a spirit unshackled, a life open to joy. Picture the weight of unforgiveness, the burden of carrying a grudge. It is like a stone you clutch tightly, its edges sharp against your hands, its heaviness growing with every memory of betrayal, every echo of harsh words, every moment you relive the pain. This stone steals your light, clouds your vision, and keeps you tethered to a past that no longer serves you. It whispers that holding on to anger is power, that clinging to resentment is justice. But I tell you, my children, this is a lie. Unforgiveness is not strength. It is a chain that imprisons your heart, keeping you from the freedom I created you to know. Now imagine setting that stone down. Feel the lightness in your chest, the softness in your breath, the space that opens within you for hope, for healing, for love. This is the promise of forgiveness. I see the wounds you carry, for I am with you in every moment of your life. I know the sting of betrayal, the ache of rejection, the deep hurt of words or actions that cut like a blade. Your pain is real, and I do not ask you to dismiss it. I ask you to trust me, to let me hold that pain with you, and to take the courageous step of forgiveness. When you forgive, you are not erasing the past or ignoring the need for boundaries or justice. You are choosing to write a new story, one where your heart is no longer defined by what was done to you, but by the love you choose to give, the peace you choose to embrace, the strength you choose to embody. Forgiveness is strength because it requires you to rise above the instincts of the world, to let go when the world says hold on, to choose grace when the world demands revenge, to seek healing when the world clings to hurt. It is the strength of a heart that trusts in my love, a heart that knows it is held, cherished, and worthy of peace. When you forgive, you are not giving up power, you are claiming it. You are saying, I will not let this pain control me. I will not let this anger shape my life. I am a child of the Creator, created for love, destined for freedom, and I choose to walk in that truth. Consider the moments in your life when forgiveness has touched you. Perhaps someone offered you grace when you faltered, their kindness softening the edges of your guilt. Maybe you witnessed a loved one forgive a deep wrong, their strength inspiring you to believe in the power of a healed heart. These are glimpses of my love in action, reminders that forgiveness is not a solitary act, but a divine connection that binds you to one another, to me, and to the promise of a better world. When you forgive, you become a vessel of that love, a light that shines through the darkness, a testament to the truth that no wound is too deep for my grace to heal. My children, forgiveness is the key to the life I dream for you. A life where your heart is free, where your spirit soars, where your love flows without hindrance. It is the strength to say, I am more than my pain. I am more than my past. I am yours, created in love, called to forgive, destined to shine. As you embrace this truth, you step into the power I have placed within you, the power to heal, to transform, to live as a reflection of my heart. Let forgiveness be your strength, your freedom, your gift to yourself and the world. My precious children, as we deepen our journey into the sacred truth that forgiveness is strength, let us turn our hearts to the courage it demands, a courage that shines like a beacon in the darkest moments, a courage that transforms pain into power, and a courage that reflects the boundless love I have poured into you. Forgiveness is not a passive act, nor is it a sign of surrender. It is a bold, deliberate choice, a testament to the strength of a heart that dares to release anger, to face hurt with grace, and to walk forward in freedom. To forgive is to embody the bravery I created you for, to rise above the world's call for vengeance, and to choose the path of healing over the prison of resentment. Imagine a moment when you were wronged. Perhaps a friend's betrayal cut deep, a loved one's harsh words left you reeling, or a stranger's actions wounded your spirit. In that instant, your heart cried out, aching for the pain to be acknowledged, for the wrong to be made right. Anger rose like a shield, promising to protect you, to give you control, to keep you safe from further hurt. And yet, my children, holding on to that anger is not the strength it seems. It is a heavy chain binding you to the very moment you long to leave behind, stealing your peace, dimming your joy, and keeping you tethered to a past that no longer serves you. Forgiveness is the key to breaking that chain, and it takes immense courage to turn it. This courage is not about ignoring your pain or pretending it doesn't exist. To forgive, you must first be honest with yourself. Honest about the hurt, the anger, the grief that lingers in your heart. It is a sacred act to face that pain, to name it, to hold it before me and say, this is what I carry. I see you in that moment, my child, and I am with you, holding your pain as tenderly as I hold your joy. Forgiveness begins here in this bravery to look at your wounds and choose not to let them define you. It is the courage to say, I will not let this hurt shape my story. I will not let this anger hold me captive. I choose to be free. To forgive is to see the one who hurt you through the lens of my love, not as a villain to be condemned, but as a fellow soul, imperfect as you are, shaped by their own struggles, fears, and unseen wounds. This does not mean you must excuse their actions or invite them back into your life without boundaries. Forgiveness is not about trust or reconciliation, though those may come in time. It is about releasing the grip that their wrong has on your heart, about refusing to let their choices dictate your peace. It is the courage to say, you are human as I am, you are flawed as I am, and I choose to let go, not for your sake alone, but for mine. I know this courage is not easy to summon. The world whispers that forgiveness is weakness, that to let go is to lose, that to forgive is to expose yourself to more pain. But hear me, my children, the world's whispers are not the truth. Forgiveness is strength because it requires you to trust in my love, to believe that I am with you, healing you, guiding you, making all things new. When forgiveness feels impossible, when the pain is too raw, the wound too deep, turn to me. Close your eyes. Breathe in my presence and let my love flow into your heart like a river, softening the edges of your hurt, giving you the strength to release what binds you. Think of a time when you witnessed courage in forgiveness. Perhaps it was a parent who forgave a wayward child, their grace restoring a broken bond. Maybe it was a friend who let go of a grudge, their heart lighter for it, their spirit free to love again. Or perhaps it was you in a quiet moment choosing to forgive a small slight, a harsh word, a thoughtless act, and feeling the peace that followed. These are glimpses of my strength in you, reminders that you are capable of this brave act, that you are created to rise above pain and to shine as vessels of my grace. This courage to forgive is a gift you give yourself, but it is also a gift to the world. When you forgive, you show others that healing is possible, that love is stronger than hate, that grace can triumph over grudge. You become a living testament to my love, a light that inspires others to lay down their own burdens, to seek their own freedom, to choose their own path of forgiveness. You are my beloved, and within you lies the courage to forgive, not because you must, but because you can, because you are mine, created in love, called to be free, destined to shine. Let this courage be your strength, your guide, your legacy. My cherished children, as we continue to embrace the sacred truth that forgiveness is strength, let us now turn our hearts to the profound healing that forgiveness brings, a healing that restores your soul, mends the broken places, and sends ripples of grace into the world. Forgiveness is not merely an act of release, it is a divine balm, a sacred gift that soothes the wounds of your heart, breaks the chains of bitterness, and opens the door to the peace I created you to know. When you forgive, you do not just let go of pain, you invite my love to flow through you, transforming your spirit and lighting the way for others to find their own healing. Imagine the toll that unforgiveness takes on your heart. When you hold on to anger or resentment, it is like a thorn lodged deep within you, its sting growing sharper with every memory of hurt, every moment you dwell on the wrong done to you. This thorn festers, stealing your joy, clouding your peace, and keeping you from the fullness of life I intended for you. It whispers that clinging to pain is justice, that nurturing a grudge is power. But my children, this is not the truth. Unforgiveness is a wound that deepens with time, a barrier that separates you from my love and from the freedom you were born to embrace. Forgiveness is the act of removing that thorn, of allowing my grace to heal the wound, of choosing a life where your heart is whole and your spirit is free. This healing begins with you. When you forgive, you are not erasing the pain or pretending it never existed. You are choosing to release its hold on you, to let go of the anger that poisons your soul, to reclaim the space in your heart for love, for joy, for peace. Think of a time when you let go of a hurt, however small, perhaps a friend's careless remark, a family member's oversight, or a stranger's unkindness. In that moment of release, did you not feel a lightness, a softening, a sense that the world was a little brighter? That, my children, is the healing power of forgiveness. It is the strength to say, I am more than my wounds. I am a child of love, created for wholeness, destined for peace. But the healing of forgiveness does not end with you. It flows outward, touching the lives of others in ways you may never fully see. When you forgive someone who has wronged you, you break the cycle of hurt, refusing to pass on the pain that was given to you. Your forgiveness creates a space for grace, a moment where healing can begin, not just in your heart, but in theirs as well. Perhaps your act of forgiveness softens their defenses, stirs their conscience, or plants a seed of change in their life. Even if they do not respond, your choice to forgive sends a ripple of compassion into the world, inspiring others to let go of their own grudges, to seek their own healing, to choose love over resentment. Consider the power of this ripple effect. A single act of forgiveness can spark a chain of grace, a kind word that calms a conflict, a gesture of mercy that restores a relationship, a moment of compassion that reminds someone they are not alone. Your forgiveness becomes a light in the darkness, a testament to the truth that no wound is too deep for my love to heal, no heart too broken for my grace to mend. You become a beacon of my love, showing the world that healing is possible, that forgiveness is not a solitary act but a divine connection that binds you to one another, to me, and to the promise of a better world. I know the journey to forgiveness can be painful, my children. The wounds of betrayal, rejection, or harm are real, and the path to healing is not always straight. There will be moments when anger resurfaces, when memories sting, when forgiveness feels like a mountain too steep to climb. In those moments, turn to me. I am with you, my love surrounding you like a gentle embrace, my strength flowing into you like a river. Let me hold your pain, soften your heart, and guide you toward the peace that waits on the other side of forgiveness. You do not need to forgive perfectly. You need only to forgive willingly, to take one step at a time, to trust that I am making all things new. My children, Forgiveness is your strength because it is your healing. It is the courage to choose wholeness over brokenness, love over anger, freedom over captivity. It is the power to transform your heart and to invite others to do the same. You are my beloved, created to shine as vessels of my grace, to carry my love into a world that longs for healing. Let forgiveness be your gift to yourself, to those around you, to the future I dream for you. With every act of forgiveness, you're weaving a tapestry of grace, building a world where my love reigns, where every heart finds peace, where every soul knows they are home. My beloved children, as we draw closer to the heart of this sacred truth that forgiveness is strength, let us now explore how forgiveness comes alive in the ordinary moments of your daily life. Forgiveness is not a grand, singular event reserved for rare occasions or profound betrayals. It is a living practice, a gentle rhythm that weaves through the small choices you make each day. The quiet acts of grace that soften hearts, mend connections, and reflect my love in the world. When you choose forgiveness in the everyday, you become a vessel of my healing, a light that shines in the mundane, a testament to the strength that lies in letting go. What does forgiveness look like in the fabric of your daily life? It is the moment you choose to release irritation when someone cuts you off in traffic, recognizing that they too may be carrying unseen burdens. It is the patience you offer a coworker whose sharp words sting, understanding that their frustration may stem from struggles you cannot see. It is the grace you extend to a family member who forgets an important moment, choosing to love them despite their flaws, just as I love you despite yours. These acts of forgiveness may seem small, but they are mighty, each one a thread in the tapestry of a world where compassion reigns, where hearts are free, and where my love flows without hindrance. In these everyday moments, forgiveness is not always a dramatic gesture, but a quiet practice, a way of being that you cultivate with intention. It is the pause you take before responding to a slight, allowing my grace to guide your words rather than reacting in anger. It is the prayer you whisper for strength to let go of a lingering hurt, trusting that I am with you, softening your heart. It is the resolve to see others through the lens of my love, to view the stranger who annoys you as a soul on their own journey, to see the friend who disappoints you as a fellow traveler, imperfect yet worthy of grace. These choices, though subtle, are the building blocks of a life rooted in forgiveness, a life that radiates my peace. Consider the power of these small acts of forgiveness. When you let go of a minor grievance, a neighbor's thoughtless comment, a friend's forgotten promise, you create a moment of healing not just for yourself but for those around you. Your choice to forgive can shift the tone of a conversation, calm a brewing conflict, or inspire someone else to release their own resentment. Like a pebble dropped into a still pond, your forgiveness sends ripples outward, touching lives in ways you may never fully see. A kind response to a harsh word might ease someone's burden. A gentle gesture of grace might remind someone they are not alone. This is the miracle of forgiveness in everyday life. It multiplies, it connects, it transforms. Forgiveness in the everyday also means modeling humility. There will be moments when you are the one who needs to seek forgiveness. When your words wound, when your actions fall short, when you realize you have caused pain. In those moments, have the courage to say, "I'm sorry," not out of shame, but out of love. This act of humility is a powerful form of forgiveness, opening the door to healing for both you and the one you've hurt. It shows the world that strength lies not in being flawless, but in being willing to mend, to grow, to choose love over pride. When you seek forgiveness, you invite others to do the same, creating a cycle of grace that lifts every heart it touches. My children, living a life of forgiveness means being present to the people around you, to their struggles, their humanity, their need for grace. It means slowing down in a hurried world to notice the opportunities for forgiveness, the chance to let go of a slight, the moment to offer a kind word, the choice to see the divine spark in someone who frustrates you. In these daily acts, you become my hands and feet, my voice and heart, carrying my love into the places you go, your home, your workplace, your community. Every act of forgiveness is a prayer. Every moment of grace, a song. Every choice to let go a step toward the world I dream for you. Do not underestimate the impact of these everyday moments, my children. The world may tell you that forgiveness is only for the big wrongs, that small slights should be ignored or avenged. But I tell you, it is in the small acts of forgiveness that you build a life of strength, a life that reflects my love. You may not see the full reach of your grace, but I see it. The way your kindness soothes a wounded heart, the way your forgiveness inspires another to forgive, the way your love changes everything. Live this way, and you will not only heal your own heart, you will become a light of hope, a vessel of grace, a reflection of my eternal love in the everyday moments of your life. My cherished children, as we reach the heart of this sacred journey into the truth that forgiveness is strength, I invite you to lift your eyes and embrace a vision of a world transformed by the power of your forgiveness, a world where grace heals every wound, where love triumphs over resentment, and where my heart shines through every act of compassion. You have heard my call to forgive, felt the courage it demands, and tasted the healing it brings. Now I ask you to carry this truth forward, to make a promise that will shape your life and echo into eternity, and to step boldly into the future I dream for you. A world where forgiveness is the strength that binds you together, where every soul finds freedom, and where my love reigns supreme. Close your heart around this vision, my children. Picture a world where every person chooses forgiveness as their strength, where anger is released, grudges are laid down, and hearts are set free from the chains of the past. See the peace that flows like a gentle stream, soothing the scars of betrayal and hurt. Feel the joy that rises when forgiveness mends broken bonds, when strangers become allies, when grace replaces judgment. Envision a unity that weaves every soul together, not as separate beings divided by pain, but as one family, bound by the eternal love that flows from my heart. This is not a distant hope, my children. It is a reality you can build, starting with one act of forgiveness, one moment of grace, one heart choosing to let go and live in peace. I know the weight of the world you walk in. There are moments when cruelty seems to drown out kindness, when the sting of injustice feels sharper than the call to forgive, when you wonder if your efforts to let go even matter. Hear me now. Your forgiveness matters. Every time you choose to release anger, you shift the balance of the world toward light. Every moment you offer grace, you create a ripple of healing that touches lives far beyond your own. I see it all, the way your forgiveness softens a hardened heart, the way your mercy lifts a weary soul, the way your love sparks hope where despair once reigned. Your choice to forgive is a victory, a testament to the strength I have placed within you, a step toward the kingdom I long for you to know. This is why I ask you to make a promise, not to me alone, but to yourself, to each other, and to the world I have entrusted to you. Promise to live as vessels of forgiveness, to let forgiveness' strength be the guiding truth of your life. Promise to pause when anger rises, to seek my grace before responding in hurt, to offer mercy even when it feels undeserved. Promise to be the one who lets go of resentment, who seeks reconciliation where possible, who brings healing to a world that aches for it. And when you falter, as all humans do, promise to try again, to trust that my love is with you, sustaining you, guiding you back to the path of grace. This promise is not a heavy burden, but a radiant gift. It is an invitation to live fully, to love deeply, to become the person I created you to be. A beacon of my love, a reflection of my heart. When you live this way, you are never alone. I am with you. My presence, a constant embrace. My strength, a steady anchor. My love, a light that never fades. And you are joined by others, countless souls who, like you, are choosing forgiveness, weaving grace into their days, building a world where healing is possible. Together, you are a chorus of hope, a symphony of compassion, a movement of love that will not be silenced. Let this vision be your courage, my children. When the pain of a wrong feels too heavy, when the temptation to hold a grudge feels strong, hold fast to the promise you have made. When doubt whispers that your forgiveness is too small to matter, remember the truth that your grace is a spark that can ignite a fire of healing. Let this vision inspire you to act, not with fear or hesitation, but with boldness, with joy, with the certainty that you are part of something greater. You are my beloved, created in love, called to forgive, destined to shine as lights in a world that longs for grace. So go now and let your forgiveness be a song of strength, a dance of freedom, a reflection of my eternal love. Be the hands that release, the voice that heals, the heart that loves without limit. Let the world see my grace through you, through your mercy, your courage, your unwavering commitment to forgive. This is your purpose, your legacy, your gift to the world. And as you walk this path, know that I am with you always, loving you fiercely, cheering you on, believing in the boundless beauty of all you will do. Together, let us create a world where forgiveness is the foundation, where every heart is free, and where my love is the beginning and end of every story.